Hello and welcome to assetyogi.com. This is Mukul, and in this video I will explain to you the concept of building bylaws with the example of an Indian city. All cities generally follow a similar pattern, however certain bylaws may be very different. So you must carefully study bylaws for your city before you plan to construct a building. If you want to understand the concept clearly, make sure that you watch the entire video. Now let's get straight to it. In this video I will explain about building bylaws with the example of Delhi. But first let us understand what are building bylaws. So by definition, building bylaws are mandatory rules that can be used to regulate coverage requirements, height restrictions, architectural design and other construction aspects of buildings so that orderly development of an area can be achieved. Since building bylaws are mandatory in nature, they serve to protect buildings against fire, earthquake, noise, structural failures and other related hazards, and they also help in controlling the encroachment and unplanned development. So in short, building bylaws are a set of rules that control haphazard or unauthorized development of an area and ensure planned development of a city or an urban area. Now let us look at the example of Delhi, where unified building bylaws were notified in June 2016. Let us see what are the highlights of these building bylaws of Delhi and what are the contents, so that you have an idea the kind of content you can find in building bylaws. So these are the highlights of Unified Building Bylaws of Delhi 2016, where they have proposed single window clearance for all building approvals, including the environmental clearance. So an online system is proposed where all the external agencies like Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, Airports Authority of India and all other agencies, those who have to approve the buildings, will have the integration with the local authority, and the applicant will have to fill a common application form. Then these bylaws also have provisions for ease of doing business, which means single window clearance. We have already talked about this online system of approval. Then they also talk about outsourcing of jobs. So basically, approved architects and engineers can approve the buildings up to a certain area. Then these bylaws also have provisions for green building norms. So basically, there are requirements for rainwater harvesting, then solar and clean energy. Then there are provisions for differently abled people, physically handicapped people, elderly and children also. And there is a special focus on Swachh Delhi mission, under which public washrooms will be made compulsory for all the buildings which are used by general public. Now let us see what are the contents of building bylaws of Delhi in slightly more detail. So basically, first they are talking about the applicability. So these building bylaws are applicable to all building activity, including the new construction and redevelopment in the National Capital Territory of Delhi. And these bylaws have to be read in conjunction with the latest master plan. Right now it is, I think, master plan of 2021. Then development control regulations and acts, any recent notifications, rules and regulations including the Bureau of Indian Standards, National Building Code, I think the latest one is 2005, then Delhi Fire Service rules, Indian electricity rules. So all these rules also have to be complied while a building is being constructed. Then all other master plan development control regulations regarding land and building use, coverage of building, floor area ratio, setbacks, open spaces, height restrictions, number of stories that you can build, number of dwelling units that can be built in a plot of land, then parking standards. All these existing regulations within the master plan also will be applicable on top of these building bylaws. And these building bylaws will be reviewed after every 5 years. Then these building bylaws contain the major terminology related to building and construction. Then the complete procedure for sanction and approval of building plans is also there. So you will find the online building permit system. So in Delhi, they have made it compulsory to approve
all the building plans within 30 days. So either they have to approve or refuse within 30 days, otherwise it will be deemed sanctioned. Then in the procedure, all the documents required are also mentioned, like layouts and plans, ownership documents like seal deed and conveyance deed, and a whole lot of undertakings and forms that are required to be filled along with the application. All that procedure is also mentioned. Then after applying, once you have your building permit, then after the completion of your construction, you have to apply for completion and occupancy certificates within 5 working days of the completion. And you will get these completion and occupancy certificates only after the building is constructed as per the approved plans and specifications. Then these bylaws also talk about streamlining the approvals and environmental clearance. So there is a stress on fast tracking the approvals. Let me write over here also. So under which various buildings are classified under various risk categories, and any buildings which are low rise buildings under less than 15 meter in height and which are built on plots up to 105 square meters, those don't require any approval. And buildings that are high risk buildings, these are basically high rise buildings which are more than 15 meters in height, they will require approval from the authority. Similarly, you have low risk buildings and moderate risk buildings also, and there are various requirements for those kind of buildings. Then as part of fast tracking the approval system, environmental clearance is also integrated with the building permission. So what do you mean by that? Any building that has built up area of less than 1,50,000 square meter can be approved directly by the local body. So local body has to ensure that the building meets all the environment conditions like natural drainage, green building norms, air and water pollution requirements, and any other environmental regulation. And those buildings which are above 1,50,000 square meter in built up area, those will have to take approval from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Then there are provisions for green building norms, as we spoke earlier also, and these green building norms are applicable on plots which are more than 105 square meter in size. So any building that is built on more than this size of plot will have to comply with various regulations related to water conservation like rainwater harvesting, then solar energy utilization like solar water heater installation, then solar panels on rooftop. Then such buildings will also have to use high energy efficient HVAC systems and light fixtures. Then they will also have to segregate the waste and employ organic waste management also. Then under these bylaws there are provisions for differently abled, physically handicapped, elderly people and children, and these regulations are applicable to all buildings that are used by public like educational buildings, institutional buildings, business and commercial buildings, group housing buildings, and these regulations are not applicable to private residential areas. And as I said earlier, there is a special focus on Swachh Delhi, basically to maintain hygienic conditions in the city of Delhi, under which public washroom complexes will have to be built on plots of more than 3,000 square meter in size. So these are the major highlights of Unified Building Bylaws of Delhi 2016. Of course, these laws have to be read along with other rules that apply to buildings, but I hope that you understand the kind of rules and regulations you will find in building bylaws. So when you are planning to construct a building in any city, you should refer to building bylaws and other regulations like master plans, zonal plans, development codes, etc. that are applicable in your particular city.
Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to suggest a topic for future videos, please leave your comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do it now so that you don't miss out on our latest informative videos just like this. Subscribe. You really don't want to miss out on our latest real estate and investing hacks that we share every week. Thanks for watching. See you soon.